Now, you might think this is a mistake that I left this text here, but it's not. I actually left it on purpose because all I have to say is this rally that you're seeing here should continue into May. Now, when the market is rallying like this, and there's really not much in the way of support or resistance levels that we need to be concerned about, typically what I do is rely on my timing model forecasts in order to get a sense of how far prices could go in terms of time, not in terms of price, but in terms of time. We're going to discuss price in just a minute here, but in terms of time, the rally should continue to May, but specifically May 23. That is when my timing model is putting the likelihood for the next important high. Now, I want to be clear here. We can delete this now. I want to be clear that my timing model also had the market pausing here in late April, and the specific date was April 25, which you can see that we do have a bit of a high here. This is the first time we reached the level we're in right now. I'm recording this early morning Thursday. The US markets had just opened about 30 minutes ago, and Bitcoin's trading at around 96K. 96K is the price we reached on Friday, April 25. And so technically, we haven't really crossed above it. That's a long way of saying that don't be surprised if this rally that we're seeing right now fades and the market consolidates just for a little while longer here, just maybe into next week, maybe late next week. From there, it should continue to power higher into May 23. There's about a 4-day margin of error there. And the reason I bring that up because my timing model does have a lot of forecasts for 2080 and 2080, 320-day cycles and beyond. But this one's pretty significant. It is showing up as a significant turning point on the timing model. So I thought I'd bring it up. May 23, on or around that date, again, within 4 days of May 23, that's when we should expect the next important high here. And so between now and then, just expect upside. It's not going to be a nonstop train to the upside. There's going to be pauses. We're in one right now. I mean, technically, like I said, we did reach these prices about a week ago, and Bitcoin hasn't really been able to cross above 96K with conviction. Eventually, it probably will between now and late May. And the only level on the upside that I'm watching that I think is quite relevant, there's actually two, but the most important one is this green line here. Now, this green line looks like a horizontal level. It's really not. It's actually connecting these two 80-day cycle tops. So we have an 80-day cycle high. These are the last two confirmed 80-day cycle highs on Bitcoin. We have one here on December 17th. The other one is January 20th on a daily closing basis, which is what my model uses. It's actually January 21. So this is the double top. We connect those two tops. The January top is slightly lower, which gives this this trend line a bit of a down slope, but it's kind of horizontal. The level is about 105-ish, 105, 106. That is Bitcoin's current all-time closing high. So if Bitcoin can rally to at least retest that high by late May, notice that it would just have to continue the momentum that it started going with on the low here on April 7th. So if it just continues this momentum, some pauses notwithstanding, it should be able to reach that high by late May, by on or around May 23. If it does hit that high, then I think probably going to see a pause. So let's say Bitcoin rallies, it does make it back into the 6-digit territory again. It hits a pause at around 106K here. From there, it probably corrects because that late May date is probably going to be the next 80-day cycle high. Notice it could be a 20-day cycle high, but it's likely going to be an 80-day cycle top. Now, I think that late May, as I was saying, is going to be an 80-day cycle top, the next 80-day cycle top, which means we're going to hit a pretty significant pause probably in June. But the market at that point, if it does hit this green downtrend line, it is poised to break into new all-time highs. Now, if it does, then we're probably going to at least 150K by Q3, Q4 of this year, which would line up with previous 4-year cycles.